Welcome to AIWC Got Talent. This is Noriko. In this program, you will meet amazing women. Hello, this is Noriko. Today's guest is Valentina. Do you know her? She's a great chef. Let's go to see her. Hello.
Hi.
You look very nice today.
Oh, you also. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Please come inside.
Thank you. Valentina, your apartment is very cozy. Is this a taste of South America?
Yes, I guess like a little bit of South America and also like places that I lived before and that I travel. I brought also from Colombia a couple of things of my parents and then I mix everything. It's a little bit of a weird combination, but I feel home here. I really like it and I'm happy that you also find it nice and cozy.
Yes, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Valentina, by the way, the tea is delicious.
Oh, thank you.
How did you become a chef?
Well, 12 years ago, I decided to make a couple of changes in my life, and then I start studying culinary arts in Buenos Aires.
So meaning that you weren't chef before. What were you doing?
Yeah, exactly. When I finished the school, I studied law in my city, and then I moved to Bogota and worked in the Colombian parliament for a couple of years as a specialist in human rights and sexual minorities.
And then what happened? And so being, working as a lawyer and nothing to do with food.
Yes, I know. It was more like a personal intern process, I guess. Because I was always a person that liked to share with people and help people and be close to them. But in the other side, I'm very creative, I guess, and I like to be more involved with arts. And since I was studying, I was always like combining these, not realizing that I was cooking a lot for my friends. And then it came a time that it was more clear.
Okay. And then did you have a calling moment to change your career?
Actually, yes. I was not very fulfilled, even though if my work was very interesting and I was working for...
As a lawyer?
As a lawyer, yes. I was working with a woman that I still admired a lot. But it was something inside me that was not feeling that I was wanting to do that for the rest of my life, and I went by myself to Buenos Aires in Argentina for holidays, and there I have time to be with myself, and I thought that I needed a break, and after a while I packed my bags and went to Buenos Aires to study culinary arts.
Okay, so you decided to become a chef.
I did.
Okay.
I don't think from the beginning I thought this was going to be such a colorful path and that actually I was going to leave everything on the side. But yeah, I did and I don't regret it. I'm very happy about it.
After culinary school, do you remember your first job as a chef?
Yes, of course, I remember perfectly. I was so excited because it's the best restaurant in my city. And I started there doing all of these little jobs that you need to learn in a real proper kitchen before you develop yourself more professionally. And I was so excited to be able to work in that place. It was an amazing experience.
So how long did you work there?
I think I worked there for a little bit longer than a year and a half maybe.
Then I know that you open your own restaurant or cafe after that, and that's how I like about you or admire about you. You have entrepreneurship minded. You like to be your own boss. What brings you here in Frankfurt?
Well, a couple of years ago I met my ex-husband, and he's German, so after a while I decided to sell everything and move here.
Moved to Frankfurt. And
Yes, we moved near here.
how
yes.
was it at the beginning?
It was exciting. It was also happy at the time and challenging for my career, of course. But I think part of being an entrepreneur is that you always find a solution and a way to continue doing new things, and I think I made it to find my way.
And also you're determined to continue to be as a chef.
100%, yes. No doubt. So yes, I start doing little things here and there and growing my network, and happened that I met a lot of people from the American community 8 years ago, and then I started doing caterings and got a job inside the American consulate as a chef, and that led me to open my first job inside the consulate. So it was like one thing after the other, trying many things.
That sounds like a big step for you. It must be a good experience. And how did you start Anamore, your own brand? First of all, where the name come from?
Yeah, something difficult happened in my life. I had a hard time. My mom passed away, and that really break my heart and my life into two times, let's say. We was really close, and of course being an expat and losing a very important person in your life was something that I reflect a lot. And then I thought I wanted to do something where I could put all of these feelings, but also not only the sad ones, but the love that I have for her. So I decided to change absolutely my brand, the logo, everything, and I talked to my agency and we create Enamor, which is a made word, which means to be inside love. And from that time on, my slogan has been the magic of the South, which I really try to let my clients feel, not only through the food but through my culture, what it means to experience South American experience. To be honest, it was like a huge change because it identifies with me so much that my business grew immensely from that moment, because people could really recognize what they was buying. So I'm very in love with Enamor, and I'm very proud of that moment of my life. So this is my mom, like something really personal.
Can I say?
Yes.
You have your mom's eyes.
Thank you.
And she's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Yes, she is, and she was also. And yeah, it's a beautiful memory because...
Do you know when this was made?
Yes, this is before I born.
Okay.
I think it's a present from my dad, which I of course love a lot too. And I think he asked Italian guy to make this paint in Venezuela, where they used to live. So yeah, I love this paint, and you are right. Her eyes are very expressive.
Very strong, like you. Very strong-minded.
Yeah, thank you. It makes me happy to show you this.
Thank you. So we all know that pandemic has been very difficult, especially for food restaurant industries.
Yes.
And are you doing okay?
Yes, I am fine now. Of course, one of the first months it really hit us and we didn't know what to do. But like I said on the beginning, there is always, if you want there is always a way. So when my both restaurants had to be closed because of the pandemic, I started doing deliveries to my clients and also doing online cooking courses. And actually the delivery was like very well received for my community, especially for our AIWC group. Many families and ladies order their food, kind of have experiences at home, so that of course give me a break from not having any other business open. And then while this was happening, I received a really nice and generous offer from the Genus to partnership a concept. So I guess while all of this COVID situation happened, also Enamor became stronger, and I'm super thankful with my community because it was absolutely necessary to be able to move forward on my own with myself and my project.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Thank you. And I would love to invite you to my restaurant now, and that you could see what is going on with me and Enamor.
Thank you so much. I can't wait.
Thank you. Hello. Come on in.
Valentina, you have taco. Is this the popular dish in the restaurant?
Yes, I do have tacos, and I have been making tacos in many of my projects and caterings, and here it's my best seller, a hit for my clients.
How your taco is different?
Well, I must say I'm in love with the Mexican culture and gastronomy. And for the first time that I tried this sauce that I told you, the mole, was for me like so impressive because it has more than 30 different ingredients. But I create my own recipe of it to make it really authentic. And actually nowadays, sometimes not even in Mexico, you find restaurants who have their own mole homemade. So I think that make it special, and of course the quality of the ingredients being a pretty simple dish.
What is exactly South American taste or flavor?
So I could define the South American food as a very colorful, fresh, and fruity flavor, or at least that's like how I experience it in my proposal as a chef.
Okay. So as female chef, must be very difficult. What's your schedule like?
Well, it's a difficult question and also a difficult answer because you are right. As a female chef, it's hard to combine my private life with my career because I work a lot of hours. And
For example, how long do you normally work in a day, normal day?
between 10 and 15 hours.
Wow.
When I am open here, yeah, it's quite normal that we work many more hours than the standards. Not toy, let's see summits. Lawrence, the tortillas, please.
And also, you have told me before, you appreciate what people have helped you, and then you have some kind of passion that you like to help other women.
Yes, I think that is something that I had in my mind since I was a very young age, and as a lawyer specializing in minorities, I realized how important it is that I speak for my own experience and what have happened in my life, not only as a lawyer and as a chef, but the path that I choose to live, and yeah, having a divorce, living in other country, living my dreams, sometimes not having enough money, other times, you know, going up and down. I realized, especially in the last 2 years, how important it is to be able to tell the people that it's possible to make it, especially to the women, that you don't need to be certain type of woman to be able to be happy and to be successful. And I think En Amor is really important to me, but speaking out as a woman, to be able to let others feel that there is someone there for them, it's even more important. And I think I will continue doing this for the rest of my life. It's very important to me.
I have a last question.
Mm-hmm.
When did you find the pleasure as a chef?
There are 3 moments. The first one is some days when I feel very creative and I can be in quiet, and then I do something that I know it's going to be like bang for my clients. That's very nice and like internal. The second one, I think we are kind of addicted a little bit to adrenaline. So when the restaurant is full and I'm really fast in the kitchen, sometimes it's like a happy feeling. And the third one, and I think it's like the most fulfilling, it's when I go down or in my caterings, I finish a hard day and then I see my clients and I can greet them and they are happy. So it's like these 3 stages. I start in the quiet, then it's so much, and then it's like all the love coming, and it's like for me going home, I don't feel alone, I feel I am complete.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, that's so nice. Thank you so much. But I have to say, I'm not done yet. Are many new things coming. I cannot wait to tell you, but it's not the right moment. I think En Amor is in the best moment, and I think soon you will hear from me and you will be able to visit me again with new ideas and with new concepts. So thank you so much for having me today, and I am so in love with En Amor and with all of you women that support me and help me. I love you. So now I invite you to taste the food and let's see what she thinks.
Oh, I cannot wait.